everyone, it's Sussan Mourad here with Clevver News, and in a new speech, fans think that Meghan Markle took some digs at the royal family and even possibly threw some shade at Her Royal Highness the Queen. Alright, so Meghan Markle spoke to around 40,000 young women at the virtual Girl Up Leadership Summit in a pre-recorded 9-minute long message. Other speakers at the virtual event included former First Lady Michelle Obama, Storm Reid, Yara Shahidi, Priyanka Chopra, Jamila Jamil and more. But Meghan's speech in particular caught the attention of fans because she encouraged the audience to do the right thing even if it's not popular or has never been done before. You mean like leave the royal family and move to the United States? I don't know, I'm just spitballing here.
Believe in what makes you unique and don't be afraid to do what you know is right, even when it's not popular, even when it's never been done before, even if it scares people. And even if it scares you a little.
And some fans even thought that Meghan took a little dig at the Queen herself when she said that leaders don't listen until they have to in this part of her speech.
Another thing about those lawmakers and leaders and executives I mentioned earlier. Now, many of them, better or worse, they don't listen until they have to. Because the status quo is easy to excuse and it's hard to break. But it will pull tightest right before snapping.
Earlier in Meghan's speech, she also said this on the topic of leaders and lawmakers.
I want to share something with you. It's that those in the halls and corridors and places of power, from lawmakers to world leaders to executives, all of those people, they depend on you more than you will ever depend on them.
Others thought when Meghan said, "Your gut will tell you what's right and what's wrong, what's fair and unfair," she was defending her and Prince Harry's decision to quit royal duties and move to Los Angeles. And she encouraged the thousands of young women watching to keep pushing through the glass ceiling and fighting for a seat at the table.
So if that's the case, I say to you, keep challenging, keep pushing, make them a little uncomfortable, because it's only in that discomfort that we actually create the conditions to reimagine our standards, our policies, and our leadership, to move towards real representation.
And many fans were here for Meghan's speech, posting quotes from it on social media, and some definitely caught on to what she said as subtle shade to the royal family. This person wrote, "Meghan Markle said keep talking about it, make them uncomfortable, because in that discomfort is when they can achieve the change we seek. And I'm screaming." Another shared this quote and wrote, "Couldn't have said it better myself, the truth they don't want you to realize." And this fan said, "I waited over 30 years to start standing someone, boy is she worth the wait." But this isn't the most powerful speech Meghan has given recently. She also spoke to the graduating seniors at her former high school in Los Angeles, where she spoke about the Black Lives Matter movement after the tragic death of George Floyd.
I know you know that Black Lives Matter. The only wrong thing to say is to say nothing. Because George Floyd's life mattered, and Breonna Taylor's life mattered, and Philando Castile's life mattered, and Tamir Rice's life mattered. And so did so many other people whose names we know and whose names we do not know.
And Meghan's speech was followed by a video message from Prince Harry, who said racism is endemic. He said, quote, "My wife said recently that our generation and the ones before us haven't done enough to right the wrongs of the past. I too am sorry. Sorry that we haven't got the world to a place you deserve it to be." And Harry and Meghan are notably two of the only members who have publicly spoken out about the Black Lives Matter movement. The Queen and majority of the royal family have remained quiet on the subject, while Harry and Meghan have even faced criticism for speaking out. If you follow Prince William and Kate Middleton on social media, you've noticed they've posted a lot about the coronavirus and thanking healthcare workers. They've even sat down with volunteers and NHS workers for chats about everything from mental health to how to stay safe. Prince William even shared how excited he was for soccer to come back. But they haven't shared a single post about the Black Lives Matter movement, which by the way has definitely made waves in the UK as well. There have been protests and marches in London, just like there have been across the United States. And royal experts told Insider that they believe Meghan and Harry wouldn't have even addressed the subject if they were still working members of the royal family, due to the institution's strict policy on avoiding subjects that could be interpreted as politically controversial. Royal commentator Richard Richard Fitzwilliams said, quote, "The Black Lives Matter movement has become politically controversial. However, Harry and Meghan have gained their independence and can therefore assume a more activist role, especially in this area, in that of gender equality and in others." He went on to say that it's rare for the royals to comment on issues to do with racism, but it has been done before. Prince William's advocacy of the need for diversity at his speech as its president at last year's BAFTAs was uncontroversial and stating the obvious since all the nominees were white. However, had Meghan and Harry remained as senior working royals, their comments would undoubtedly have been far more modulated. And some fans are now looking at Harry and Meghan's controversial exit from the royal family maybe as a good thing, like this person who wrote, "To be honest, maybe it's a good thing that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle aren't senior royals anymore, cause who knows if they would have spoken about BLM. Maybe they stepped away to be the voice we needed in the royal fam." And we're just glad that Meghan and Harry are speaking out and using their voices to talk about important issues. And if you want more on Harry and Meghan and their bombshell biography dropping soon, you can click right over here for another Clevver video. And be sure to let us know down in the comment section below what you thought of Meghan's speech and if you caught any of that subtle shade towards the rest of the royal family. I'm your host, Sussan Mourad. Thanks for tuning in and I'll catch you later. Bye guys.